Where is my Aquarius family? Aquarius, how are you doing? How are you doing today? Hope you had a wonderful weekend. I hope you're smiling and just happy. You'll be taking a minute for some Aquarius to smile. But you know what? I know you're smiling right now. Because you say, it's Garnet Queen Tarot time. Let's hear what's on her mind and mine. Spirit, source, talk to Aquarius and let them know what's going on. Tell them to open their heart as they're willing to let love seep in. Put a smile on their faces so they know they're in the right place. Come on, Garnet Queen Tarot, let's make it happen. Let's help our Aquarius family so they can get their messages. I'm looking forward to hear what your reading is today. Haven't talked to you in a few days, Aquarius. How's everybody been doing? Come on, spirits. Talk to us. One more. Woo-hoo. All right. What's our message today for Aquarius? Here we go. Oh, Aquarius and compromise. And oh my goodness. Aquarius, what is wrong? Stop it. Y'all have to compromise. What are y'all doing? It can't always be your way. It can't always be your way. Your one-sided love. Compromise. Goodness. What's the next message? Admitting. Come on now. Compromise and admitting. If it's okay to admit errors and put things right. So you're not compromising and you have to admit that you made mistakes. Need I say more? Aquarius. Where is the love? Separation. Oh my goodness. Aquarius. I'm going to use the word disappointed. I had to speak to another sign today in their reading and tell them I was disappointed. I am so disappointed, Aquarius, because compromise is something that you have to be willing to do. Compromising does not mean submission. It's okay to bend a little. Didn't you have this before, compromise? You gotta be willing to compromise, Aquarius. You're so rigid in some of the things that you want. You have to admit when you make mistakes. My goodness. Compromise is crucial for any successful relationship. And you have separation. Separation is not the end. So right now, in your love, it appears that there's separation. Y'all are not on the same page because you're not willing to compromise and admit your mistakes. So what comes next? Separation. You have to realize in any relationship, Aquarius, in any relationship that you have to be willing to give more of yourself, commit more of yourself, share more of yourself, and admit when you are wrong through compromising. You can't be right all the time. You cannot be right all the time. It's like you be off in your own little world and you don't care a lot of times about people that you hurt because you're so one-sided. Love is about coming together, working together as a team, and compromising. How many times are we going to discuss this? You want a solid relationship. You want the family life. But you have to be willing to compromise and give more of yourself. and admit when you make mistakes. You don't, let me tell you something, Aquarius, the word sorry, SORRY, needs to be implemented in your vocabulary. I'm sorry I made a mistake. I admit that I was wrong. I am sorry that I made a mistake. I admit that I was wrong. That's about compromising to see another person's perspective, another person's point of view, and to listen. A lot of times, y'all don't want to even listen. You don't care. You don't want to hear. And then you blame the other person for something that you did. You didn't want to see their perspective. They got frustrated and they've been going through this song and dance with you for a minute now. And you still blame them, even though it was your fault. You just can't stop yourself. And then you think about it and you realize, I may have been wrong, but you don't want to say nothing. And you get angry because they want to hear the words. Oh, forget it. You want to forget it. Okay, let's squash it. But you don't want to accept responsibility for your part in it. People are trying to get together and stay together. The holidays are coming, New Year's coming. Do you want to go into the new year alone? Ask yourself that question. Put your guard down and admit your mistakes. Don't argue. Stop your mouth sometimes. You have so much love to give and so much love to share. But because of the things that you say, and a lot of times it's hurtful things, people get frustrated and get fed up and just walk away. If you love this person that you're with, or you were with, because right now you're separated from them, and you don't want to permanently lose them, you need to start accepting responsibility for the things that you do. The words, I am sorry, should be at the tip of your tongue. I was feeling so good with a lot of these readings, and Aquarius, you got me a little tense now. Whew, you got me a little tense because I know how your heart is. I know that you love loving. I know that you're great sexually, you're great in bed, but expressing your feelings the right way, other than sex, is crucial because you don't communicate properly. Sexually, you could say a whole lot. You're great. Physically, you're great. But when it comes to that intimacy and being able to open yourself and share with someone, you're not always there. And I thought we would have had a different reading now because we've been discussing this for a minute. You have to open up yourself and open up your heart and allow the rush of love to have more intimacy verbally as well, because you will quickly snap on somebody. A little bit of the anger issues, and because you're so strong and passionate about not always compromising, not always admitting, which leads to separation, you lose out on relationships that you could be building upon. Compromise is crucial. Let your love shine through, not just physically, not just sexually. Let your love shine through with your words. Words matter. Words matter. Let's see if we can look at it from this perspective. Let's work on this issue. I admit that I was wrong and I jumped too quickly. So let's sit down and talk and work it out. Or you'll always be going through that separation. It'll always be something that breaks that bond. And you don't want that. You hurt, but you don't want people to know when you hurt. You share that feeling with a select group of people, but for some reason it's really difficult for you to open up and share how you really feel and say how you really feel. I love you. I don't want you to leave me. You mean the world to me. You're one of the best parts of me. You make me feel good about myself. You make me feel good about life. Now, you need to feel good about yourself regardless, because after you don't compromise and you catch an attitude and then you don't admit that you're wrong, you don't feel good about yourself. You know this. But you don't care at the time because you let stuff splurt. What is it? Spurt out your mouth. It just comes out. You spurt it out. And then you feel bad after, but you still don't say anything about it. And then you blame the other person for the mistake that you made. You got to come out of this. You have to change the way you do things. I know we talked about this previously, and look, the same cards come back out again almost. I think one card may be off, but now we're talking separation. I know it was probably compromise and admitting previously, but now it's separation. Look at that. I'm telling you, this was over like maybe 6-7 days ago. And nothing has changed other than now you're separated. Before you were on the brink of separation. Now you've severed the relationship somewhat. And the only way you're going to get that person back in your life is by compromising and admitting that you were wrong. Your heart says something different than your mouth. Your heart is saying, I love you. I want to be with you. But the words that come out is like, you were wrong. You need to compromise. Why must I admit that I was wrong? Well, what are you talking about? I don't have to. Come on. It's more to life than that. Everybody so wants to be the one running the show that the show is going to come to an end. This show has passion. It has love. It may even have children. But if you don't accept responsibility for the mistakes that you make, it's going to mean nothing. Nothing. Let me see what the other love cards are saying. It's got to be some good news up in here. We got to have some good news here. Share with us. Share with us, Source. Share with us, spirits. Help Aquarius come to understand the importance of being their best self and sharing their love and compromising and admitting what they're wrong so that they can continue to be strong with a healthy relationship, not toxic. Nobody wants to be separated. And now it's coming down to the end of the year. Come on, this is a time for you all to be building and celebrating and making love grand. Okay. So finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And I feel this is on your end. You might be going through some financial difficulty. So that's a stressor. And speak to your partner about that and let them know. Don't blame them or your children for your finances. You know it's not their fault. Work together as a family. Because I feel that this is a family unit that's involved here. And somebody's left because of the blame game, not accepting responsibility, not admitting when you're wrong, not compromising. Financial difficulty is tearing your marriage, your relationship apart. It's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. You got to open your heart. You have to open your heart. You expect people to be mind readers and know how you feel. If you don't express it in the right way, you could say the same things over and over, but if you say it in a different tone, in a different manner, that love can grow. Babe, I'm not blaming you. I know things are tight right now. I know we're going through a little difficulty. Let's compromise and work on this. Where could we make things better so that our relationship and our love could continue to grow? It's your fault. You're the one to blame. Oh, it's on you. You made the mistake. You did. Come on, come on. Who needs that bickering back and forth? Come on. You guys, you deserve more than that. What's our message? Wow. Okay. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Wow. Wow. Because of the bickering. Now the separation. And now they're saying that the love needs to quit because there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this love moving forward. You can't claim that if it's not true. Has it come to that point where you just fed up, both of you are just fed up with each other, with the relationship, and just say, you know what, I'm done. I'm done. It's over. That's sad. There's a lot of relationships that have been going down the toilet and being flushed. If you don't want to be with this person don't want to be with you anymore, and you just feel there's no way to heal what has happened, then by all means, listen to the cards and move on. But if there's an ounce of something that you all could bring to the table to reevaluate things and make it work, then do it. It's so hard to keep a marriage or a relationship together. And when you all have parts of it with glue and parts of it coming apart, can't you find a means to try to glue the whole thing back together? I see bitterness, I see toxicity, I see anger, I see remorse for things that are said, things that were done. I don't see any forgiveness because nobody's admitting to their faults. Nobody's admitting that they're wrong. There's financial stress. It's so much weighing down on this relationship. You guys, you got to come together, man. There's a family involved. There's love involved. But so much bitterness and fighting and back and forth that nobody's looking for the love right now. Everybody's looking for an exit strategy. This is sad. I want you guys to be able to compromise and talk, because even if it's for the children, no kids want to grow up in a relationship where it's constant bickering and mommy's blaming daddy and daddy's blaming mommy and my baby daddy. It's just so much chaos going on right now. I just say, step back for a minute, because it does say it is safe for you to love. Open your heart. I think that, Aquarius, if you open your heart and let that person know that you still have love for them, that's the first step. Admitting that you love them, admitting that you care, go to therapy. Seems like you declined on that as well because you figure you know everything. Go to therapy. Try to work things out. Do you want to lose this person forever? It gave me like a knot in the pit of my stomach, this reading. It's so chaotic. It's not healthy right now. Oh, man. Everybody has a little issues in their relationship, but there's a lot of demise going on in this relationship right now. And if you want to rejuvenate and refresh this love, somebody's got to compromise and step in and say, you know what? Let's admit to the fact that the love still exists, okay? It's not a perfect love, as no relationship is. But let us work this out. Let's talk about it. Take baby steps. Take baby steps. First by saying I'm sorry. First by saying I love you. Let us compromise. But the words must be spoken. They must be spoken. They must exist, or else this is over. And right now, it's on the brink. You're on top of the bridge ready to jump. I don't like giving negative readings because I believe there's hope in everything, in all that we do. And nobody wants to hear anything negative or bad. I don't like to hear it myself. But I'm also going to be honest with you and let you know that if you all don't get this together immediately, it's done. And there's years invested in this relationship. This wasn't no fly-by-night relationship. Time, energy, years, family, love has been invested in this relationship. And if you don't want your investment to fail, you need to start pulling up the big girl and big boy pants and recognize that you love this person. They love you. That's the first step. Second step, it's about admitting that you were wrong. Both of you admit that you're wrong and work things out. And then third, you're compromising. What could we do to make things better? And if you need to seek out help, do that. You're separated right now, or you're on the brink of it. What I suggest is that you all talk to somebody and get the help that you need. Go to your church, get some type of therapy, get some type of counseling, whatever it is, and keep working on it. Even if you have to be separated to mend fences and to bring it back together, do that, because right now, this is not a healthy relationship. This is not healthy whatsoever. But there is still love here. But unless you all admit your wrongs, compromise, admit, compromise, it will be permanent separation. Make a decision and make it fast. I love you guys, Aquarius. I want the best for you, but I suggest you get it together so that love can continue, because the love is still in there. It's just that nobody wants to admit to it. And when you can't admit to it, you can't go on. You can't move forward. You can't progress. Spread the love. Take the time. I'm sorry. And mean it. Don't just say the words. Let it be intense, true love. I'm rooting for you guys. I'm really rooting for you guys. This is like, I got a reading like this not too long ago from you. I wish you guys the best. I wish you love. I wish you peace. I wish you prosperity. I wish you compromise. If this message truly resonates with you, please let me know. And if you all are able to get the help you need and work things out, let me know as well. I care. We care. The universe cares. Your children care. Your heart cares. Take the time to forgive. Take the time to admit. Take the time to compromise. Take the time to love. And take the time to manifest the healing of this relationship and seek out the help that you need so that you don't have to separate permanently. Peace and love. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I wish you guys the best, Aquarius.